Hey there, my friend and fellow Freedom Crusader. This is Paul Hutchings coming to you from paulhutchings.net. Hope you're having an awesome day. And in this video, I'm going to share with you a really great piece of wisdom that's helped me a ton and hopefully can help you on your journey forward. And the title of the video is Socrates, the Bible, and Alcoholics Anonymous. And kind of a funny title, and it might make you wonder, okay, what's going on here? What's the relation between Socrates, the Bible, and Alcoholics Anonymous? And what can, what can this commonality do to help me in my life? So here's the story. So there's a great book called The Way of the Peaceful Warrior by Dan Millman. And in this book, there's this character who needs some advice, who needs some mentorship, who needs some guidance for his life. Well, all of a sudden, mystically, this mentor shows up in his life, and this mentor absolutely is somewhat mystical in that this mentor has the ability to teleport from the roof down to where this person is receiving the advice, and back and forth, up and down on the roof and back down, to give this person advice. And the name of this character in the book is Socrates. That's the name that this main character uses to refer to this mentor that mystically shows up in his life, right? And don't we all need mentorship from time to time? Well, I have had this experience where I've been working out at this gym for many, many years, and there came a point in my life where I ran into this very unique and challenging and sometimes, heart-wrenching problem. And all of a sudden, in this gym that I'd been going to for many, many years, this particular person showed up, and I started having a conversation with this person, and we became very good friends. And what I discovered was that this person had been dealing with the exact unique challenge that I'd been dealing with and was dealing with. Only he was a few years ahead in the process than I was. So through this process of meeting this mentor, we formed a great friendship, and he's been able to provide me, great advice that's really helped with the challenge that I've had, and hopefully I've been able to help him as well. But the bottom line is, I started calling this person Socrates because he mystically and magically showed up in my life to help me with the exact help that I needed to have in my life, right? And so that's the Socrates part of the story. And I'm going to get to this piece of advice that he gave me, but before I share it with you, I've got to let you know where this piece of advice came from. Well, this particular mentor, as part of his life journey, had a certain challenge with alcohol and decided to go to Alcoholics Anonymous. And I don't know his full story, but I do know he ended up in Alcoholics Anonymous, and I do know that he found great support and wisdom in Alcoholics Anonymous. And he got this one phrase that he has shared with me over and over and over, and it's stuck with me, and it's helped me, and this is the phrase that I want to pass along to you, and it comes from Alcoholics Anonymous. So hopefully by now you're ready for the phrase. Are you ready? Okay, if you're ready, here's the phrase: take what you like and leave the rest. Take what you like and leave the rest. Now, what does the Bible have to do with this? Well, this advice, take what you like and leave the rest, can apply to a lot of different areas of life. It can apply to a lot of different trainings we're going through, books we're going through, organizations we're a part of, people that we're around. And specifically, I want to give you an example of how this is applying in my life as I've been rereading the Bible, starting with the Old Testament. In the Old Testament, there are a lot of what I perceive to be golden nuggets of wisdom, and mixed in with those golden nuggets of wisdom, there are things in there that can really trip you up. I think it was Thomas Jefferson who described the Old Testament as something to the effect of being able to find diamonds in dung, right? And I don't mean to cast negativity on the Bible, but the truth is, if you read the Old Testament, there are some things in there where you're like, what the heck is going on? Why was this put in this book? I don't understand. And one of those for me, I'll just share with you, one of those for me is when Abraham is asked by God to sacrifice his son, literally kill him. That's what God says in the Bible. God says, I want you to kill this kid to prove your loyalty to me, to prove that you're faithful. I want you to sacrifice your son, right? And for many years, as I've thought about that story, it's always like, I just don't understand that. I don't get it. I don't think God would really want you to, kill one of your children. And it would trip me up, right? And there are other parts of the Bible and other parts of different things that sometimes would trip me up and I'd get stuck on them. Well, what if you apply this philosophy of take what you like and leave the rest? And that's what I've been endeavoring to do as I've been going through my study of the Bible recently. And I came upon a story, right? A story in the Bible, a couple stories actually, but one story in particular where Abraham's wife, or Abram's wife, however you want to call him, I think it's Abram in some parts and Abraham in other parts, his wife Sarah and he are leaving Sodom and Gomorrah, and there's a part where the Lord says, or God says, don't look back. The city's going to be destroyed, don't look back. And you could get tripped up on a bunch of stuff, right? Like, well, why is God destroying the city? And that's pretty ruthless. Would he really do that? Would God really just destroy a whole civilization? And all these things you can get tripped up on. But as I'm leaving the things that maybe I don't want to dwell on, and I'm looking for the meaning that's there for me to be had, here's what I found is God says, don't look back. Sarah looks back and she's turned into a pillar of salt. So here we have another thing where it's like, what? Well, God, he just evaporated Sarah. Like, would he really do that? You get tripped up on that. But if you're leaving those things and you're looking for the meaning that can be given to you in your life, here's what I found. I found that when you set off on a journey, when you set off on a purpose, when you set off in a direction, and it's the right direction for you to go, such as in the case of Sarah and Abraham leaving the city, right? When you set off on course, don't look back. Don't look back in the sense that you don't want to always be second guessing yourself, having fear, thinking about, well, should I go back? Should I not go forward? Because what that does is that keeps, it chains you, right? It chains you in the past. It keeps you from moving forward with power into your future. And I thought, that's a great metaphor. That's a great meaning. When I set off on something, go for it. Don't be stuck in the past. Don't be looking back. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have left. Maybe I should go back. Really just go for it. Commit to it. That's a powerful meaning that I picked up from that story because I'm learning to take what I like and leave the rest. And so, of course, this doesn't just apply to biblical studies. It applies really to every aspect in life. And I think part of being successful in life is learning to look for and latch on to the things that serve you, and at the same time, learning to ignore and let go and tune out of your focus those things that don't serve you. In other words, take what you like and leave the rest. So that's how the Bible, Alcoholics Anonymous, and Socrates all weave together for this one magnificent lesson that I wanted to pass along to you today. I hope that it really helps you in your journey. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you watching my videos and tuning into my content. This is Paul Hutchings with paulhutchings.net, encouraging you to get out there and make it a great day, go for your dreams, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, and bye for now.